Hey, I just wanted to start off by saying thanks to Mackenzie and Caleb for being here. All right, let's begin. We've all heard of technology that at one time sounded impossible, but is now used every day. Putting a small chip into the neck of your pet so that in the event that you get separated from them, you can locate them. 100 years ago, that would have been unheard of. Today, there is a field of biotechnology that most people feel is taboo. Putting an object in our bodies that can alter our daily lives sounds scary to most. But body augmentations will be a part of the future, and it's our job to get a better understanding of what they are and how they can be, and how we can be more accepting of them. As technology develops, so do infinite possibilities for augmentations. We could be used to revolutionize the human race as a whole. This concept has been in use for many years and has even been featured in TED Talks and is used by many do-it-yourself body hackers. It is a widespread field that in time could prove to be a necessity of our lives. Body augmentation should be taken seriously. It affects our evolution, our future, and it needs support. I believe that with open minds we could push ourselves into a new era. An era that would not only make us better, but would redefine the human race. What is stopping this from happening? Most people are afraid of things that they do not understand. Biohacking receives scrutiny from many different areas, like from the philosophical author Valentino Haraway, who puts it into a corner and labels it as something not to try. If we allow this stigmatism to remain around the idea of biohacking, we could easily propagandize into something horrible and set our futures back for many years to come. In today's modern society, it is important to let go of these stigmas and constructively embrace change, so long as it is not harmful. This topic is important for all of us, especially those of us that are in a time of our lives where we are students. If we do not open our minds up to this idea, then we could be letting go of a life-changing idea. It is important that we all get onto the bandwagon for this technology, so that in our future we can live easier, we could work smarter and not harder. If this problem is not solved, we risk the atmosphere of the technological circle becoming dogmatic. We cannot be afraid of something that we do not know enough about. So allow me to share with you the details of what this could be if we all supported it. Through support, this field of technology will create a demand for new products, design, and studies, given that these changes are made. The public will gain access to many crazy technologies as the fields take off in a new direction. Currently, some of those technologies include implants such as RFID that allows wireless identification to things like doors, computer passcodes, and so much more. Magnetic implants that literally add a sixth sense to your body. Brain-machine implants that allow people to move machines, whether for paralyzed people or prosthetics, or even for further interaction with smart homes in our futures. In our futures, if we had a question, we may even be able to run a Google search in our heads to find the solution. Although some of this may sound strange or scary, I believe that biohacking is the next step into our evolutions. The effects of Darwin's theory of evolution have slowed as we can see huge diversities among our populations. It is because of this that I believe it is up to us as a population to decide what our future looks like. If body augmentations become popular, imagine a world where there was no problem of losing your keys. Imagine our military having the ability to have somewhat of a sixth sense to magnetic fields, or even eyes that could see infrared. The possibilities are endless. The technology is even out there for us to be able to use our brain cells and connect to anything. The consequences of body augmentation not being accepted by society are not your typical consequences. No one would be harmed by body augmentations not becoming popular, but all of the people that struggle could be struggling for no reason, such as people with missing limbs, who would greatly benefit from further attention in this area. If we continue to say no to these things, we risk missing the opportunity to live a more successful and convenient lifestyle. According to Denton Donald, who wrote a book on bioterrorism, biohacking could be used to implement in times of war to better increase soldiers' chances of survivability. Types of biohacking have already taken form in our society. An article written by Lee Victor titled "What's Happening in the Quantified Self Movement" is about the QS movement, in which we use devices like Fitbits to record statistics about ourselves to better our lives. The problem is that humans are too fearful of the future and are often scared of silly things like being taken over by robots. The solution is that we all do a little more research and try to open our minds to understanding the science behind these body augmentations. Support these new ideas and do not let fear stop you. Just because something is not popular and widely used does not mean you should be afraid of trying it. Imagine if Jefferson had stopped trying to create the light bulb because people thought it was too dangerous. Imagine if Franklin had not flown that kite because people thought he was crazy. Everything we have today is because some scientists took a leap of faith. And I'm not asking you, and I am asking you to take that leap of faith in understanding and being more accepting to this. Thank you.